He fell asleep in New Jersey before the bombs hit the ground. Broadcasting from a bomb shelter, he is the nuclear clown. You know, the very first review I ever did on this here channel was for Megadeth's Endgame. And the boys are back. Well, some configuration of the boys is back because, as we all know, Megadeth, they like to completely gut themselves and reform like the T-1000, but with like different parts and stuff instead of just the same four people over and over again. But let's not let that come between us. Megadeth's latest album is called Th1rt3en, and I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to review it. Now, when I did my last review for Endgame, I did not have a whole lot of time. I think the limit then was like 11 minutes or something like that. So now I have a little bit more time to talk about things. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to actually play each song off of Th1rt3en completely a cappella, like the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego group. So okay, here goes. Die, you didn't give me rice when I was a boy. I gotta warm up a little bit. Okay. Actually, okay, I'll save the a cappella version of Th1rt3en for later. But what I can do is go down each song and kind of tell you my thoughts song by song by song instead of just giving a kind of overview of the album. Now, Th1rt3en is the 13th studio album by Megadeth in a remarkably clever kind of tie-in there that I just said. And I gotta say, this is probably the best Megadeth that I've heard in a really, really, really long time. As far as the overall solidity of the songs, this is right up there at the top of the list of some of the best. As far as an album's worth, a CD's worth of material, pretty much even the stuff on here, because let's face it, right? You get a CD of a band you like. How many songs on that CD go on your iPod? Like, it's me, it's Dave. Let's be real here. All right, what, 3, 4, maybe? On a good album, half, right? If something's good, you're like, hey, I like half of this. Half of this I will put on my iPod. For me, personally, Th1rt3en has 8 songs out of Th1rt3en, which are on my iPod. And that, to me, says a lot. And even the songs that I don't like, even the songs that aren't the best on this CD are still okay. I mean, there's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing bad on this. And believe me, I'll be the first to admit, a lot of Megadeth stuff I flat out don't like. There was a lot on Endgame I just didn't like. There's a lot on a lot of Megadeth stuff that I just really, I don't know. It's either the music is okay, but see, personally, I don't think that just banging on a double bass pedal and screaming and playing guitar as fast as humanly possible for 5 minutes, not a song does that really make. I don't know, choruses and like melodies and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. Call me crazy. But I think I talked about this in my other review. A lot of people will say, oh, well, that Megadeth song has a fucking groove to it. It's got a chorus. That's fucking pussy shit. It should just be screaming and butchering cows to double bass pedal for 6 minutes at least with no less than 4 guitar solos. I don't really vibe with that too well. I like songs, kind of, and I don't really see a reason why heavier type of music can't have choruses and can't have good melodies and can't have a groove to them. You know, believe me, I'm all for competent musicianship and hearing nice creative changes and tempo and stuff like that. But a lot of this type of music, when a band starts doing songs that are a bit more melodious, they get called sellouts. Well, I don't really care as long as those songs are good. And I think that 13, no matter what side of the fence you're on, I know a lot of people who like Megadeth don't like the, I guess, softer stuff, I'll say, for lack of a better term, or the more mainstream type songs, I guess we can say. But no matter what kind of a fan you are, whether you like, I just spit woo, that thing is out there. That's in orbit, man. But no matter what kind of Megadeth fan you like, no matter what kind of Megadeth you prefer, I guess, 13 has a lot for you. It has something for every Megadeth fan and a lot for every Megadeth fan, I think. So yeah, overall, really strong, really, really strong, and it marks the return after a decade of a longtime Megadeth bass player David Ellefson. And I love David Ellefson because he seems like everyone's cool uncle. That, you know, you're just like, hey, that's my uncle Dave and we're Daves too. There's, you know, Dave Mustaine, David Ellefson, and me, Dave. That's three Daves, the holy trinity of Daves, huh? So David Ellefson I always liked, and I'm really glad to hear that he's back with the band. And really, they did a phenomenal job. 13 is awesome. And on a side note, completely unrelated but kind of related, it's a great time to like Megadeth right now because Metallica and Lou Reed just put out that horseshit Lulu, which is like spoken. All right, imagine a 13-year-old girl take her diary and have Lou Reed read it while Megadeth does a sound check in the background for about 2 hours. That's Lulu. And Lulu is getting just think of the crudest kind of sexual rape. That's what's happening to Metallica and Lou Reed for Lulu, and I haven't heard any of it, but I don't think I really need to. I read what it's about, and I can picture it in my brains, and it's probably horrible. And as you all know, you're either Megadeth or Metallica. It's Team Edward or Team Jacob, but not so gay, I guess. And you know, I've always liked Megadeth. I'm not really a big Metallica person because I mean the story is just so great, right? Dave Mustaine was in Metallica when they were writing their first album, and they kicked him out because he was a bit too good at drugs and stuff like that. So they kicked him out, and then he made Megadeth as an anti-Metallica revenge machine. The band was born of revenge. I don't particularly need to like heavy metal music to be completely into any band that was formed solely out of revenge. That's kind of neat to me. So I've always sided with Megadeth, and I've always liked their music better. And to have 13 and Lulu come out at around the same time, but have 13 garner really, really generally positive reviews overall, and have Lulu be just like universally panned, it makes my heart go, yeah. So, without any further ado, spoiler alert, I guess. I'm going to spoil, I don't know how this works. But anyway, 13 opens with a song called Sudden Death, which makes your penis feel like this huge with spikes on it and like gargoyles on the end of your stuff. It's an unbelievably fantastic song and probably one of my favorite Megadeth songs that I've ever heard in my life. Sudden Death is incredible. And it's a perfect mix of what I feel. It's got a lot. It's very heavy and very fast, like a lot of people like. But it also has a nice flow to it, a nice melody, and the changes in the song are unbelievable. Really, really well done, and it's the epitome, the joining of all the different aspects that I think make Megadeth a unique and great band. And so yes, it opens up like a lot of Megadeth albums do, really, really strong. Now, when I first heard it, over the years, I've learned to kind of not get sucked in by the first song on a Megadeth album, because pretty much universally speaking, the first song is always really, really good. I guess you could say that about any band, really, except the Lulu thing. I probably will guess that the first song on Lulu, not all that great. But anyway, Lou Reed and Metallica live in big houses with lots of girls and money, and I do this. So who wins that battle? Anyhow, yeah. So the first song I was like, all right, that's great, that's really really good. But I'm not gonna get sucked in. Endgame started off completely awesomely strong too, and didn't really have a lot of stuff that I liked on it. So I was like, all right. So then we move on to Public Enemy number one. Now I've heard the song before. I saw the video. Chimps fighting. Hello, a chimp with a Tommy gun. Like I need to say that's awesome. If you need me to tell you that's awesome, then stop watching this, because we're just not gonna get along for the remainder of this review. But Public Enemy number one is a good song. I like it. It's a good solid song. I think the lyrics are kind of juvenile and silly, and they seem like made up on the spot stuff. But still, it works. It works. Public Enemy number one, good song. Good song. Whose Life Is It Anyway? Song 3. Definitely silly. As far as the lyrics go, it's you don't like my clothes, you don't like my friends, how I dress, Dad. I'm gonna go out I'm gonna go to the park and I'm gonna smoke a doob with my bros. You don't understand me, man. It's kind of like that, and I really don't know how you make a song like that good. But I will say this: I like the music and I like the chorus and I like the way the song flows. But what keeps me from approving this song, my stamp of approval that is worth so much, obviously. I mean, look at me and the things I approve. But the thing that really gets me from liking this song is the words. And I understand that this album as a whole, it's not really a concept album, but it's kind of going through Dave Mustaine's life in album form. So you have to have the kind of rebellious, no, Dad, I want to wear a purple sweater today, not a brown sweater today type thing. I don't know. Does anybody wear sweaters anymore? I don't think so. But sweaters aside, even though it's really corny and really silly, come on. I mean, I like Megadeth. I'm a big Megadeth fan, but I can definitely say when something's silly, and I think that Whose Life Is It Anyway is pretty silly as far as the lyrics go. But the music is good. So even though I didn't really like the song, I still liked parts of the song, right? And really, that's what's so impressive to me about this. Even the stuff that I don't like, I kind of like. I don't like it enough to say, hey, check out this song. It's pretty cool, huh? Would you like to sleep with me? No? All right. Okay, but it's not going on my iPod or anything. But it's still like, hey, that's kind of cool. That part was cool. That the music's kind of neat. I like the chorus, but I just don't like the lyrics too much. It's important to me to kind of have everything kind of in balance. Like Public Enemy number one, the music is really good. The lyrics are but they're enough where okay, I can deal with it. But if you have a song where the melody is strong and everything's kind of working, but then the words are goofy, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, I kind of need to have a little bit of everything. But anyway, moving on, We the People, very cool song, really, really cool song, and I love the beginning, because it has like this, you gotta hear it, I'm not doing it justice, but you hear, you hear this. And I love that. Like, it's so... just the guy screaming and then the song starts. I don't know. It cracks me up. But besides the beginning being completely awesome, I really do like the whole song in general. And I think that We the People, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Again, it's heavy. But it's got a melody to it. It's not just a bunch of noise. And I can't stress that enough. Like, Megadeth is the only kind of, I guess, hard... metal type band that I listen to, and I have all their shit, and I like a lot of it, and it's because they can do it all. You have songs that are technically really, really well done. There's a melody to it. There's a song there. It's not just guitar solos for 9 minutes, and I'm into that. Anyway, I keep going back on this. I'm sorry. I'm bored. This is terrible. This sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. So next song is Guns, Drugs, and Money, which describes just about every day for me without the drugs or the guns or the money. My day would be like a hand lotion, pizza, and sleep would be my song. But that song sucks. Guns, Drugs, and Money is a really cool song. One of my favorites on this. And it is hard. Like, the quality of this, I cannot overstate this enough, because I come on here and I shit on everything, and it's not because I'm just a negative type person, and it's not because I go out of my way to see stuff I know I'm gonna hate. When something, I go into movies or anything with the intent of liking it. I'm not gonna go see a movie I know I'm gonna hate, unless, you know, rare circumstances where it's funny shit. But most times, you know, if I go to see something, I want it to be good. That doesn't happen a lot of the time, but hey. So when something's good, I really like to say, hey, me likey, good job. So Guns, Drugs, and Money is really great. And some new subject matter, too, which I like. The whole kind of Mexican drug cartel guns and money thing that's going on there, which is... It follows Megadeth's kind of political bent as well, and current event stuff, and it's something new. It's something different. It's not the Megadeth, you know, I hate you, I'm gonna put a potato voodoo doll curse on you, or, you know, political stuff. It's you know, Megadeth kind of sticks to the same subject matter, and it's nice to kind of branch out once in a while. And I like this one, Guns, Drugs, and Money. Really good, really good. Very, very, very solid. I didn't really like Never Dead all that much. The beginning part was fucking awesome. I loved the beginning. But it kind of just... but again, it's alright. It's not terrible. It's not bad. It's not... it's definitely... I don't think it's one of their better songs, but it starts off really good. But, yeah... a little bit on the side. You ever wake up and you're like... It's like that. New World Order. Love it. I love New World Order. Awesome, unbelievable song. From the opening, I mean, just the way it starts off with the guitar line, fantastic song, and the change into the verses, the way the way the tempo kind of shifts, unbelievable stuff. See, I don't know anything about music, so I'm just kind of, I have no idea of what the terms are, so I'll just say when it does that thing that goes, you know what I'm talking about there. But New World Order, incredible song, really good. Fast Lane, Black Swan, and Wrecker are kind of all in the same boat. I didn't not like them. I didn't hate them. There's some good stuff there, but there's not enough good stuff for me to warrant throwing it on my iPod. Which is where all songs want to be. I mean, ask Lady Gaga where her songs want to be, and she'll say, on Dave's iPod, duh, I love fat, bald guys. She'll say that to you. Hey, prove me wrong. Prove to me that she didn't say that. How about that? But yeah, so those three songs, I'm not really going to go into, because they kind of all left me sort of like, well, either they seem like unfinished, or adding a little bit here or there would improve them a bit more for me. But I just those three songs, I kind of just, and again, they're not bad. It's not like, oh, that sucks. That's obviously filler. Nothing on 13 to me sounds like filler, which is already a good sign. So those three songs, some hints of stuff that I like definitely, but overall, nah. Then we get to Millennium of the Blind. Good stuff. I like Millennium of the Blind. It's an older song, I believe. I believe some of this stuff is like from unreleased demo. It's some songs on 13 have been around for a while, kind of lingering in Megadeth's I'll get to it later pile, and glad to see a lot of them showing up. And I think Sudden Death was even used for one of the Rock Band video games or something, whatever you crazy fucking kids are doing. Millennium of the Blind was a nice kind of slowdown in the tempo, but still not, not get your lighter out. Slow tempo, good stuff. Millennium of the Blind, why can't I say that word? Millennium of the Blind. Did you see the movie? I remember the movie Millennium. Didn't it have the girl with the She had like a quaff or something. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, that's that song. Next comes Deadly Nightshade, which I liked a lot. And it's kind of silly, and I don't know. It's a simple song. It's a very simple verse chorus type song. And I like that. I like when stuff isn't, it's a nice change from the incredible, like, blindingly fast solos and all that stuff. It's nice to just throw in a nice a simple song into the mix somewhere to kind of fill it out, and I think Deadly Nightshade is good stuff. I like Deadly Nightshade a lot. Well, the song, because it's a plant drug poison thing. And stay in school, kids, all of you, stay in school. And we close 13 with 13, which is about it's about Dave Mustaine's life, pretty much. And it's the universal, okay, it's the last song on the album, so we have to make it kind of like a slower, more meaningful type. You get the... If you've had any Megadeth CDs at all, you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's good. 13 is good. As a closing song, it's a little bit, I want to say, formulaic. It's the prototypical last song on an album, but it's good. It's good, and actually, it's I do like it. 13 is a good song, and overall, Megadeth 13 is so... I can't state this enough how impressed I am with this, because, like I said, even the stuff I'm not really into has some pretty neat parts to it, and I cannot think of really any other CD that I've ever heard, that I've ever purchased myself, that I can say that about. And after going on for so long and all the problems they've been through with Dave Mustaine and Dave Ellefson, who were the cardiovascular system of Megadeth, it's really nice to see them back together, because it sucks when you have, two guys in the band you like, and they're at each other's throats, and they're suing each other and counter suing each other, and it's like, it's kind of like, what about the music, right? Who will carry on the music? A cappella from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego will carry on the music, and I will join them. I will open for a cappella, and with my spoons, like Spoon Man. I'll be Spoon Boy. That's not going anywhere. But but seriously though, if you are a Megadeth fan at all, I am positive, I can guarantee you, if you like Megadeth, you will like 13 a lot. No, even whether you're anti-sellout Megadeth, where Countdown to Extinction was shit because it had, I don't know, melody and choruses to it. If you're that type of Megadeth fan, or if you're a type of Megadeth fan that likes more kind of accessible songs with hooks and melodies and stuff, no matter what you like, as long as you've liked this band at one point in time, I'm pretty sure you will definitely be impressed by 13, and that's just awesome. So there you go. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm very, very happy to be able to come on here and say good things, because I get a little tired of saying bad things, because I'm a good fellow. Anyway, get 13, have fun, be careful, kids. Be careful, but, have fun. Have careful fun, have the kind of fun where it's like, this is fun, but let's not overdo it, be good. Stay away from the Jimson weed. And the Deadly Nightshade. And then when I was in school, there was like this outbreak of like Jimson weed, and it was like this big scandal, like, oh god, 12 people were fucked up on Jimson weed. It was really funny. That's it. I don't lead a very exciting life here at Nuclear Clown TV. 13's good.